Pastrami on rye, bagel with lox, and a whole lot of pickles. The Delicatessen has cemented itself in history as not only a place to devour delicious food, but also somewhere to connect with community. Well, today we're taking you to a Highland Park hotspot that has used the humble bagel to spark a deli culture comeback. California Live correspondent Paul Costabile is live at BELLE'S Bagels, Delicatessen Bar in Northeast Los Angeles. And Paul, it actually looks like you're on the set of a 90s sitcom.
Yes, I feel that way. I feel like I'm Ross and Friends right now. I just broke up with Rachel. I'm like, I need my people and my bagels, Rachel. It's so cool to be here. What I love about this place, like you said, it's so old-fashioned. I'm walking into history. It's bustling. Bagels are being made. Take a look at this. The marquee over here, you can see it's busy with people, bagels. And here we are with the guys behind us. Say hello to J.D. and Nick. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
You too, man. So tell me what goes into this place. Before we start, the name Bell, it's named after Great-Grandma Bell. Tell me the story.
So when I first came up with this concept, I was talking to my mom about wanting to make bagels professionally. And I had a lot of experience in the kitchen, but not a ton of experience baking. And I was talking to her, and she was like, well, your great-grandmother, you know, she was an incredible baker. She didn't train for years at a restaurant. Like, this is food that you can figure out, that has a soul, and it's not just training. It's about really like applying yourself and trying to create something special.
Special, and that mom and pop nature. You know, if you look around, this feels like a mom and pop that's been here 100 years, which I love about the interior. What went into designing everything in here? Because it feels like you've been here a long time.
Yeah, and that was definitely the idea. We wanted people to feel like it's always been here and not even be too surprised when we first opened our doors. So for the interior design, we went to a good friend of ours, Kelsey. She's actually a set decorator, and you can kind of feel it here. Yeah. And we were like, we want it to feel a little Hollywood. We want to feel a little old school, and we want homages all over the place. We want people to actually recognize it. And I don't know what to say. She completely nailed it. You know, we went through different mood boards, and you know, we sent her Katz's, and we sent her all the classic spots, and sometimes just pictures from our bar mitzvahs. And she was like, I figured it out. I got it, and threw it all together.
Well, that's the family style. I love that. Starting with the great-grandma, you have her on the walls. You have all these family photos on the walls. Like, it feels like you come here with your family, your community. I was just saying, I feel like I'm in a sitcom going through a breakup. I'd come here. I'd have bagels. I'd talk to you guys, especially because the menu has that kind of mix between what was once before and also your spin on your own take in the kitchen. So tell me what's on the table here, because I see a lot of old school and new.
Yeah, so, you know, I always like to say we make the food that your grandma would make if she had a septum piercing and a full sleeve of tattoos. You know, it's a little old, it's a little new. So over here we have a bacon, egg, and cheese and avocado on our sesame bagel. You know, our bagels are all hand-rolled. We do it by the books, the old process, you know, making little tweaks where we can, updating it a little bit to give it a bit more of an appeal to, you know, the modern day audience. But our like desired consistency and crunch and all that stuff, like that is thought through and through. And then over here we have our gravlax bagel, which is cured salmon, scallion cream cheese, a little bit of preserved lemon, and some pickled onion and dill on top. This is one of my personal favorite things on the menu right now. This is our cherrywood beet. So rather than lox, this is for our vegetarian friends or for people who just love vegetables like myself. We take golden beets and we smoke them over cherrywood for 3 hours to give it that deep, smoky flavor that you crave when you're eating a bagel, and then it's topped with red onions and dill. We have our house-made scallion latkes over there with house-made applesauce and sour cream, and then of course no deli experience would be finished without a pickle plate, and we have the full sour, the half sour, and the pickled green tomato, the classic.
That's how you know you guys are legit. The two options for pickles, that tells me it's an old school deli. Like, you need to have that. And also with the lox and dill, extra dill,
dill and
the homage to the Jewish tradition, right? I want to talk about this bagel here, because look at this Everything Bagel, guys. I've always seen Everything Bagels. I never know what everything is. Now, I know you guys made your Everything Spice a little different, but it's still classic. What's in this?
So the Everything Bagel has sesame seeds, poppy seeds. Can I?
Oh, yeah. He's got it right here. Look at that. Oh, my gosh, you got a spice. Look at this. Look at this. It's it's chair to table, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Show me what you got.
So we got our sesame seeds, right?
Yeah.
Bam.
Look at this.
Poppy seeds.
It's everything in the everything.
A little dehydrated garlic, a little dehydrated onion, And these are kind of the classic everything flavors. And then the way we spice it up a little bit to make it ours is we add a little bit of caraway seed, you know, the seed that's in rye bread. I love fennel, so we add fennel seed to ours. And then who doesn't like a little extra garlic and onions?
There we
add
go.
garlic powder.
I'm going to let you finish the everything, dude, because that looks amazing. I want people to know you can come have an everything bagel. You can also have amazing cocktails, guys. They have amazing cocktails here at night. It's a hot spot at night. Come and check it out. Have a bite. Have classic. Have new. Jess, I want you to come with me have a bagel and a cocktail.
Okay, so for the first time in history, I actually ate before the show and had about 3 cinnamon rolls, but I am dying to try that smoked golden beef bagel. Looks so good with extra dough. So thank you so much.